Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's always a
they go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy.
He's going for it all. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Caught behind the line. It's Whopper. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans have been bragging, Bevo's strutting. These coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win these games and dominate their rival Oklahoma time and time again.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. They'll run the screen. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And That's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches it.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships, and that really different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football, and we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. We're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. And I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. Has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Morales. He rifles one deep to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes ahead. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. No huddle here for the offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? The back goes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Blade. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3, and they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this deep.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. To the air. It's Morales. Complete.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Got his man quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out fast. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Just about set for the second half kickoff. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Morales. Finds his big tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sure hands, it's Reinhardt. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls it in. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Sooners are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just
afterburners coming. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
In big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. I mean, commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to impose their will with the run. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. Got room at the 35. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. It's hard to understate how much it's worth to have a guy who can run just enough to pick up a first down, to keep a drive alive, to avoid a negative play.
He's just got enough. Everybody could be covered on a pass play, and he can go and get the first down for you. He can make maybe one or two guys miss and just stretch the football past the sticks to keep the drive alive. Such a weapon to have on offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Catch in the middle. It's Spade. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It's first down from the 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He looks that one in nicely. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And a nice job working the... I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A field goal really doesn't. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Morales. Fires to the big fella.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set on baby business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Hit hard as he released the ball. Incomplete. Pass, and it never had a chance. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Morales. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And Bebo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Sooners in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Down to the 26-yard line, and a 1st down. The aerial assault continues. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop him. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 8.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Good enough for...
Looking to move it through the air. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Morales. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for, but most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights.